Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we're taking a look at custom Mylar stencils. Now I want to show you how accurate our process is for making these custom stencils. So we have two of them. Just the serial number is a little bit different, but every other aspect of the design is identical. So I'll line them up here. There we go, as good as I can, and you'll see they're absolutely identical stencils. And that's what's nice about CNC equipment when it comes to making stencils. We can make one or we make 10,000 of these things, and they can all be the same, they can all be different, but whatever precision you have in your design document is the precision that we produce here at CNCKing.com. Custom stencils are a lot like custom stamps that we make here at the shop. What I mean by that is every time you use it, the price per sort of print goes down, and it goes down exponentially. So this stencil here can be used hundreds or thousands of times as long as you take care of it. It's very impact resistant material. It's very hard, meaning that it's very hard to break it. You can't rip it, so it's very, very durable. And that's the nice thing about stencils is that you can use them for years and years and years, and they pay for themselves very fast that way. You know, you got a lot of barrels to imprint. This is the most cost-effective and efficient way of imprinting barrels that I can think of, other than using, of course, stainless steel with propane, where you don't have the constant cost of paint. The other nice thing is these are Mylar, and the reason for that obviously is because they want to spray paint their barrels. But if you wanted something to use with propane, we can also use the same precision and accuracy with stainless steel. And the reason why I prefer to use stainless steel for custom stencils such as these is because they won't flash rust like mild steel will. So it's a little bit more expensive, but it lasts a lot longer that way. If you don't care about rust, yeah, we can make them out of mild steel as well. What are your design sort of limitations when it comes to polycarbonate or Mylar or whatever other material we use to make the stencil with? There really aren't any. The only thing you have to keep in mind, again, I have to keep emphasizing this, is the need for support material for inside parts. As long as you have that, everything else sort of works and makes sense. Now the thickness of those bridges, I generally prefer to have them about 1/8 inch or roughly 3 millimeters. Anything smaller than that, it starts to get it starts to get fragile. Of course, you go a lot thicker than that, that's not an issue there. And regardless of the material we make it from, those support bridges are very important. So you want to have as many of those sort of supporting each other as possible throughout your design, because it makes the overall stencil that much stronger. So something that I always remind customers, and they keep completely forgetting about it, and I understand why they keep forgetting about it, is that when you have stencils, you know, you have a J, you're fine. You have an O, there's a problem here. This one here is correct because it has a little bridge of material. U is fine. R, you have a little bridge of material. Same thing all the way around with A and other letters and symbols and all that kind of stuff. So a stencil, it's obvious that the inside parts will fall out because if they don't have a support bridge or whatever you want to call it, they fall out. And you might say, well, it's not a big deal. But when you do the spray painting and painting or propane torch or whatever process you use our stencils with, what you'll find out is they look really bad if you just have a huge circle here, if you don't have the inside part. So it's just something to keep in mind when you design stencils. We can, of course, help you. You know, if you have a logo that's very, has a lot of details in it, those are generally the hardest ones to actually make support material for. But generally speaking, stencils, you want to support as much of the stencil as you can, and preferably you support it into 3 spots, not just 2. Now the reason why 3 spots is more important is because you got to remember this is very thin. Now this is Mylar, this is very strong. I can't rip this no matter how hard I tried. But it would be nice to have 1, 2, 3 or something like that, just to give it a little bit more strength. Because you have to remember, these are not under high stress, whether they're stainless steel or Mylar or polycarbonate, but it does cause an issue sometimes when people spray paint it and they rip them off and rip them on, you know, just wear and tear. The more something is supported, the longer it will last. So if you're looking for custom stencils, contact me at CNCKing.com. We'll make them for you and ship them right to your door.